Age of Rebellion, Boba Fett drops, and I want to do a compare and contrast real quick with the Age of Republic books. But basically, what we have here is Boba is on this outer rim planet, gets this bounty, tracks down this bunny hunter, and it's kind of like just seeing Boba do his job, which is collect bounties. That's kind of like the story of the arc, and it's called Hunter's Heart. And so I think you're trying to, at least what we think is we're trying to figure out what are Boba Fett's true intentions when he does a job. And I thought it was pretty cool. Greg Pak does the story, Mark Lemming does the illustration, and I thought it was a good read. It's nothing groundbreaking for canon. Our friend Patrick Covey thought that there was a chance that at the very end there was a real deep dive reference. At the very end there's like this guy's mug that comes up in Aurebesh, I said it wrong. The Star Wars language. Anyways, so he had a cool conversation with Greg Pak on, and I think also with Matt Martin from Lucasfilm, just on Twitter. It's great. Like, living in this time, if you want to just talk to somebody, you can just tweet at them, and they'll sometimes respond to you. But I wanted to start with Jesse. You read this comic book. You are a Mandalorian fanatic. Did I miss something? Is there something special in this comic that I'm not talking about?
Overall, lots of action. I enjoyed the artwork. So if you're a comic collector and you buy comics maybe just strictly for the artwork or something like that, you'll love this one. Everybody here knows I'm not as big of a comic book junkie as the other Davids are.
We will get you there.
They're working on it.
He got me there.
So
I really did. He spent so much money.
As far as the story goes, it's nothing I'd say groundbreaking or anything like that. It is completely 100% exactly how I've pictured Boba behind the scenes as far as who he is. And I've always felt that he's a morally gray character. And you pick that up while reading that. There's a moment where he gives a dying man water, so he's got some amount of compassion, but he is all about that job. He is all about that bounty.
And I want to shout out Marie Wilson, who's with us in the live chat. Marie Wilson with BeyondTheBlastDoors.com. It is so cool, satisfying, exciting that we can say that she's with us, part of this team. And she writes for us on BeyondTheBlastDoors.com. She did a review of this comic, did a really nice job on that. And she's in the chat, seconding what you're saying about the artwork especially. There's this one panel where Boba Fett is flying out of this explosion. It's just fire around him, and it looks incredible. And that's what I like about Mark Lemming's work in general, is that detail. There's just some comics where it doesn't go in depth. And the reason why it takes me so long to read a comic book is I like to get lost in that artwork, and I really like to, in my head, I'm trying to build that 360, every degree world in my imagination, and just looks really good. And also, be sure you check out the reviews, especially that Marie does on the website, because what she'll do is she has a section where it's just like canon connections, and that's so helpful because something else that she does is these canon guides. A reader's guide to. We did Count Dooku, and we did. I'm spacing on the first one we did, but coming up this week we have How To on Rogue One, and so that's really exciting. Oh, it was A New Hope. The first reader's guide was for the movie New Hope. There we go. But we're doing Rogue One this coming week, and it's so exciting for me, for her to just be like, here's the 6 books you need to read, or here's the 4 books and 2 comics you need to read. She's just doing a really great job. So again, reinforcing the artwork was great. Pak's writing is a blast. Reached out to him, and I'm going to reach out to Mark as well and see if any one of them would be willing to come on the show. I think that'd be a great conversation to have.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel now that I've said that, Marie has to be part of that conversation as well, or she won't forgive me. Marie, we'll do our best. I promise. David, we love the Age of Republic books with Jody Houser. I feel like, and it's not for better or for worse, but it's maybe a different approach that we're getting with these Age of Rebellion comics. Do you get that sense? Why do you think that's, or am I completely off base?
I'm very excited to see more of these Age of books coming forward with the new author, because with Jody Houser, we noticed this theme of whoever the comic title was getting some sort of mentorship from Yoda or Qui-Gon or Darth Sidious or somebody. There was this relationship that she was trying to promote in all of these comics where they got some little nugget of wisdom that helped them grow as a person. And I didn't feel like we got that out of Boba Fett, but we did get out of Boba Fett was the humanity behind him, that he is giving dying people water and that he is focusing on, what he is as a person, which is a bounty hunter, and that's his identity.
So is this an anti-hero? Is that the character that we deal with here with a Boba Fett? Or do I misunderstand that?
I don't know. But if Jodie Houser was all about learning and mentorship, maybe with this next set we're getting identity and who these people are.
I can really roll with that. And by all means, if you're reading Boba Fett or you're reading any of these Age of Rebellion comics, I want you to let us know what you think down in the comments below. Again, I say it every time, but whether you're watching live or on the rewind, you're listening in your car, comment on the platform that you're enjoying this conversation on, where you're participating. Because that's what we want. We want you to participate. And let's build off of that. I totally agree that mentorship and hope, and especially I think about like those conversations with Qui-Gon and Yoda in the Qui-Gon single shot. And then, yes, we're focused on the individual more here with Rebellion.
But that could be really exciting because look who we got coming up. We got Han Solo. We got Princess Leia. Are we going to figure out more about Leia when she's on Alderaan and how she really gets invested in helping everybody off her, not helping the rest of the galaxy fight the Empire? I mean, if we're looking at identity is kind of our next theme, I'm really excited for that. I hope that continues.
I'm rolling with that. And then predicting what our theme for Age of Resistance will be. I mean, hope. I mean, that seems kind of bland. We kind of beaten that one to death. I wonder if it's about relationships or maybe it's just about letting the past die.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. It's a ride, but nonetheless, we'll experience that ride together.
Time will tell.
Thank you for watching Beyond the Blast Doors. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Beyond the Blast Doors, a Star Wars conversation.